You look so cute in your raincoat.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're going to be moving chickens because it's time for them to get out. I'm out of sawdust and they need to go on the grass. And then if we have time, we're also going to let the pigs go on the grass. So we got some other news to share with you. Miss Pixie went to the vet and they said she's either got worms really bad or she's pregnant. What's that camera? You shy? You're a little young, honey. We've been locking her up at night, making sure she's safe. We got some dewormer coming, but we are deworming, so I'm thinking it's not dewormer. So we're gonna try a new one just to see if it's okay if she's pregnant, if we can use it. I gotta read the back, but time will tell. Right, honey? Oh look, worm. Maybe she did have worms. Just kidding, it's a night crawler. Maybe she did have worms. There's another one. The pigs, what I've been doing is to make the food go a little bit longer and let them feel full because they're not out on grass yet. I've been fermenting it. So, and it's only a 24 hours. If you smell it, it smells like sourdough. So it's doing a good job. So what I'm gonna do is feed the pigs first, and then we'll do the rest of the stuff. Because we can't let the chickens out either, and they're probably getting a little mad. When you get shot, you gotta back up.
Need some treats on there. Hi, honey. I don't have anything for you. Oh, they didn't eat that weed I pulled. I think it was mullein. Looked like it.
Come on, you gotta let me put them in there. Jeepers. You girls, go. I can't even fill one of the things up. There's some over there. Oh, you guys are so...
Oh, careful.
What?
Almost got me.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. It's just water.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, she says. I think they like the sourdough tasting. I want to put them in there just for today because it's so wet and let them eat in there, but at the same time I don't know if I should because I planted a lot of clover and alfalfa in there, so I don't want them to wreck it. So I'll decide before the end of this video. Yeah. One scoop of feed, of dry feed. And then we add, so that's about right there in the bucket. So I add that much water. And I wash this out every day so we don't get mice. Now if we were leaving to go to like the cabin or something, I wouldn't do. So you see how much water I did, so it's probably about half the amount of feed. Water first to see how it tastes. But if we were going to like a weekend getaway or something, I would set it up so whoever's watching, the animals, all they have to do is just feed dry. I wouldn't have them go through this process. Make it easier on them and easier on me. So now, once you get it stirred up like this, it's gonna look soupy and like too much water. But this is how I've been doing it, is because now tomorrow there'll be just a little tiny like pocket of water, but all this grain will swell up and it'll suck all this water up, and it'll seriously, it smells like sourdough. So, and then you know you're doing good. And then what we do is, this is our feed. So we know this is how we're feeding our pigs. That barrel. So this is for tonight, and this is for tomorrow morning. And that's how we know which buckets for what feeding. Because you're gonna take this off to feed those pigs, and you gotta refill it. So that's how you know. Makes it easier on us.
What do you think the meat birds are gonna think? This grass.
They're gonna be full. So that's the other thing too, is someone's gonna ask, how come we don't ferment the chicken feed? Well, you can, but to do that, you gotta make a different feeder, because if you use the feeders that we use, they will rust. Hi, ladies. Oh, you probably want to get out of there. So I'm going to move these forward. They're not mowing the grass down per se. They're eating quite a bit, but it gets matted down, and the little bit of manure that they're putting on here, I just want to keep them moving so they don't wreck, because right now they're digging a lot. So they'll wreck the grass if you just leave them sit. Plan is to let the chickens, our laying hens, come in here, because there's so much wasted feed in this area, and I know they'll till this whole thing up and tear it up if there's a little bit of feed in there. So what I want to do is, I planted this for our pigs into a food plot, so I'm going to take this corner and bring it into here, so this way they don't go back there and scratch all this and ruin this, because I want to keep this separate from the girls so they don't kill all this. When I'm setting up, I know I want to come from that corner out, so I'm going to start at that corner. And you just lay this fence down, or just stick it in the ground a little bit here and there. It smells like fermented feed over here. It's probably because all that wasted feed on the ground.
Doesn't it smell bad?
I don't think it smells bad. It just smells like fermented feed. You girls are gonna come out this way. We got quite the feast for you. Believe it or not. Oh, I should probably get some hay for the pigs. I'm gonna do that quick. What do you think, ladies?
They're like, we're gonna mess with your compost pile here.
That's right, spread it out.
Pretty little.
Come here, kitty. Pixie. Pixie. Look at all the worms are going after. From where the tractor was sitting. See that? So I think it went good. I didn't move the pigs because moving their water and for how sloppy it is in there, I didn't want to do that and tip the water over and make it even worse. So we're just gonna leave them in there. I gave them more hay, and once this dries out, because it rained for the last 3-4 days, once it dries out, we'll move them. And I give that time for the alfalfa and clover to grow a little more because it's only about probably 1/2 inch tall. So, and I don't want them nipping it off too early. So if nothing else, we'll move them out in our grass because this is the time of year where everyone else mows and we don't. Glad you got to see me again.